back to a midweek edition of Mighty Mac Week in Review. My name's Dave Molinaro. I'm joined, as usual, by my partner, Sarah Pasternak. We're sorry we weren't here on Monday. There were no classes. That's why we're doing this episode, to catch you up on all the action.
The women's lacrosse team dropped their first CSAC game against Cabrini last week, but had a chance to bounce back against Gwynedd last night. Let's see how they did. Goalie Christine McIntyre came up big in the cage early in the game as she kept the Griffins in check with this point-blank stop to keep the game scoreless. She later finished the game with 13 saves. After a slow start, the Macs roared back to tie the game, and they went up by a score of 4-2 here on Amanda Mayer's first goal of the night and on one of 3 Nicole Dominic assists. Senior Shannon Neal finished off a string of 6 consecutive goals for the Mighty Macs as she goes postage stamp top corner of the net to put IU up 6-2 toward the end of the first half. Now in the second half, Hannah Varecchia scores one of her 3 goals on the day as she shows off this fancy spin move and converts the low shot to keep the Macs in front 8-3. Later, the Macs would put this game away as Rosemary Wrighton collects one of her 6 points on the day with a perfect pass and assist to Nicole Dominic in front. As she finished, the Macs would improve 3-1 in CSAC play with a 12-4 win against Gwynedd. The women's lacrosse team will wrap up a 4-game homestand on Thursday at 4 against Arcadia at Draper Wall Stadium.
Men's tennis and softball were both in CSAC contests last week. Let's see how they did. Men's tennis got off to a good start in CSAC play with a 7-2 victory over Cabrini. The Squid Steve Smith won both his singles and doubles match and earned the honor of CSAC Player of the Week and Mighty Mac of the Week. The tennis team will be at Marywood on Friday and host Keystone on Saturday.
Over their last 3 doubleheaders, the softball team went 2-4, but their 2 wins came in CSAC play against Rosemont to even their CSAC record at 2-2. They dropped both ends of a doubleheader to Haverford and Widener. Sophomore Anne-Marie Bartow was named CSAC Player of the Week, and an additional shout-out to senior Melissa Eck for recently making her 100th career hit. Congrats, Mel. The Macs will play Keystone and Marywood at home this weekend in CSAC play.
Baseball's been on fire recently with a nice little win streak going. They went to Richard Stockton and won 2-0 and then hosted Muhlenberg on Wednesday. Let's see how they did. In the first inning, Jason McCormick doubled and stole third before scoring on this double to the corner by Mike Lascom to tie the game up at 1-1. Now in the top of the second, the Mules were threatening for more, but Ryan Blau shows off his cat-like reflexes and snares his line drive shot up the middle. He would go 6 innings and surrender just 1 run and 1 hit in the victory. The Macs would break the game open in the 6th as they led 3-1 going into it, but added to it with this 2-run single through the left side of the field by Brad Michalik. It was Lascom's turn at the plate again as he broke this game wide open with a 2-run single through the left side, and the rout was on as the Macs would bat around the order in the 6th and the 7th on their way to a 15-1 victory. The Macs went on to beat Albright by a final score of 8-0 to continue their 9-game winning streak. They go back to conference play this week with a 3-game series with Centenary.
Track and field opened up their outdoor season 2 weekends ago, and they'll be competing in Millersville on Saturday. I had a chance to catch up with 2 of the track athletes. Let's take a look. What's up, fans? I'm here with 2 junior members of the men's and women's track and field teams, distance runner Diana Cusick and a sprinter and jumper Matt Pascarella. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Diana, with the women recently placing 11th at Elizabethtown and with you recently setting the school record in the 1 mile, how are you feeling with your last season since you're heading into the Jefferson program?
It's bittersweet, but just got to keep working hard and try to break more records. That's my goal for the season.
Breaking more records. That's a good goal. That's a good goal. And Matt, with you tagging on jumping, since this is your first season jumping, last year you did the sprinting. How is that tagging that on to this season?
It's definitely a pretty big transition. Never knew how technical long jump can be, but it's starting to click, and hopefully I'll be eclipsing the top 10 in the record book.
Very nice.
This upcoming meet was only a few inches off last meet. So.
Very nice. And how did you get started with the jumping? How did you get into it?
Just caught my eye from doing track for a year. Talked to Lucas Grudai about it. He's really good at that. So
very nice.
So took me under his wing.
Very nice. So with both teams being picked 4th in the CSAC poll, and with you guys having a really busy April coming up as far as meets go, how are you guys feeling? How are the teams gearing up for that busy season?
We're working hard. Some people are getting injured slowly because it's like the middle of the season, and since like the change of weather, it's hard like breathing wise and muscles. But we're continuing to work hard. We worked hard over the break, so we'll see.
Yeah, we have a lot of sprinters and jumpers going down, probably about 4 or 5 so far. So hopefully they'll be able to rehab and get back on track. And we'll be good to go.
Yeah, definitely wishing those teammates best of luck on their recovery. And best of luck to both of these guys that'll be at Millersville this weekend. Guys, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
The golf team competed in the Spring Griffin Invitational and finished 5th. Aaron Harper was the highest finisher and 15th with an 83 shot. They will compete next at the Rutgers Camden Spring Invitational on Monday.
We have home events on campus on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, so make sure you come out and enjoy them.
That's all we have for this week's episode. We'll see you guys again on Monday at our usual time. As usual, my name's Sarah Pasternak.
I'm Dave Molinaro,
And go Max.